Hey, Brad Kazmarski back here with Performance Pyramid, Becoming a Bodyweight Badass. In the last installment, we talked about the active straight leg raise, ground-based pattern correction. Now, I think this is the biggest discrepancy in the corrective movements. A lot of times, once you fix the three, you think the pattern is clear. I think that there's a screen, which tells you if the pattern is clear or not, and then there's also a corrective sequence, which helps build the pattern back to standing, which is the primary purpose of the pattern, which is display hip hinge on standing. So, the progression, I think that should be followed after the active straight leg raise ground-based correction. Once you can get the three on all the patterns on the ground that I showed you, is to now go into a knee or hands and knees based position or a quadruped. In this position, now the hips have to stabilize in a different way. So it's a little more weight bearing. And there's three patterns I'm going to show you that I think are a decent way to begin the process of now taking that new hip hinge pattern and progressing it from ground-based to standing. So let me grab the tubing here, and then I'm going to show you the first way that I think is important is for all of these is to use some sort of pattern assistance. Alright, in this position, we have pattern assistance from the front, so the arms coming in and having the resistance kicks in the core a little bit extra. And now from this position, we can go into a rocking pattern. So we're going to go same hip, same time, rock back. Right there. The second correction in this arms in pattern, Cody, lay down. Arms in pattern right here is staying neutral, bring the leg up. Now this is difficult for me, so you don't see how. You want to be able to stay neutral in the spine, bring the leg up, hip flexion, and back down. Hip flexion, and back down. That's tough for me. So I round a little bit. You want to have to clear your, so follow the hip impingement video first if you have a hip impingement, and then that's the pattern. And then finally, obviously, is a more standard one. We're going to go hip extension. Right there in hip extension. So those are the three patterns I like in the second pattern position, or the second position, I'm sorry, which is hands and knees. Using the pattern assistance is the first way to be able to make the pattern a little bit easier neurologically. Everything kicks in the center. The second progression would be keeping those exercises and taking away the pattern. Third then would be adding back the pattern assistance and adding some sort of resistance. So in this pattern it would be into a ball. In this pattern it would be bringing a band on the leg, bringing it up. In this it's obviously be tubing. And then the last one would be taking away the pattern assistance and just having the resistance. So rocking back into the ball, bringing the knee up with the band into it, and pushing the leg back into a band. And all those are three different positions that challenge hip flexion, hip extension, while being able to stabilize the hip. So it's taking it from a ground-based pattern of a 3 active straight leg raise, now moving into a more developmental sequence pattern on the hands and knees, being able to hip flexion, hip extension, while keeping the hip more stabilized and the spine neutral. So that's the next progression. Play with that, and then we'll go from there.